I don't know what we're doing there with buttons, guys. Hang on. It shouldn't be on there, but it is. So forgive me. I have no idea why it's doing this to us, but give us a sec here. There we go. And I put us in the wrong order. Sorry about that. But hi, everybody. You want to do our intro, Kerrilynn? I'll get us started. You had to add that little extra video.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Beneath the Hollow Moon. I'm your host, Kerrilynn Shellhorn, and you are listening to us live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in New Orleans. I'm here with my beautiful and wonderful co-host, Lorilei Potvin. And if you are interested we have some new shows coming up, folks, that we're quite excited about. We've had some new shows already start. If you want to learn more about the hosts and shows that UPRN has to offer, head to uprntalkradio.com and you can find out more about us. You can access all of our thousands and thousands of archives. And
yes.
So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, go for it. Want to talk about our Halloween party on Spirit Switchboard tomorrow?
Yes. So Spirit Switchboard, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We are doing the Halloween party. The network. Yeah. So the network. Actually, I think it's just going to be an all-night party because Jeffrey Pritchett has Church of Maybus right after Spirit Switchboard, and so he has graciously given us some extra time if we go over. And then at 10,
Joe.
Yeah, but I think that they've put it with Don't Whistle at Night. So Dan Yazzie and John Yazzie are going to host another Halloween party at the 10 o'clock slot.
I had no idea. So I guess we're Halloweening all night long then.
Halloweening all night long, for sure. We'll see how long we last.
Yeah, because it's usually news on the flip side with Joe Montaldo, and usually Jay McNicholas is there, Sean Kelly. I'm supposed to join. I haven't kicked back into podcasting 4 times a week again. It was getting a bit much between 2 shows, and then Fridays and Saturdays, because Friday nights it goes late.
Yeah. Well, unless I saw the advertisements wrong. Don't quote me then, folks, just in case.
I think you're right. And whatever, you know what?
We're out with UPRN hosts all night long because we're just going to be doing Halloween stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we live for, right? I know I explained this to a few people why this network has 2 names. And the reason why is because when the owner, Joe Montaldo, started the network 25 plus years ago, nobody really wanted to come onto a network that was called UFO Paranormal Radio Network. So he renamed it United Public Radio Network. But that's why we call it UPRN. That's why it has 2 names, UFO Paranormal and United Public Radio Network. But that's why. Mm-hmm.
And I did it again this week. So, folks, we're just going to back up and do a quick restart. So, Beneath the Hollow Moon, where the strange... look, I did it again. And I did it
You're better than me because it's such a great thing. And I always screw it up.
So, Beneath the Hollow Moon, where the folklore burns slow and the strange never fades. And today, folks, we are heading down the trail of Devil's Night. So, Nain Rouge, ghosts, folklore.
Tricksters.
Trickster Energy. It was an interesting research for sure. And I didn't know about Gate Night, Mischief Night, Devil's Night until I was an adult.
I knew about it, but where I am in Ontario, we called it Gate Night. But I was going to say the name of the character. I know is it Nain Rouge?
Nain. Nain.
Okay, Nain Rouge. I had never heard of. And so dug into Nain Rouge, but we always called it Gate Night. I did know about it. I never, ever went out and damaged people's property, but almost every Halloween, you wake up in the morning and your house would be egged. People would get toilet papered. All kinds of mischief would happen.
So it morphed into that, but it really wasn't like that destructive. Mm-hmm. It really was more mischief when it first started. It became destructive. I did a poll on the channel. So do you want me to do the poll?
Please do. Yeah. And then we'll say hi to everybody, maybe.
Okay, let's do the poll.
We have Halloween every week here anyways.
I know. You know, it's pouring rain in Guelph right now, and I'm like, dude, this will look to my son. Please go outside and take a picture from outside looking in the window once I get this mask on. And he was so good about it. He went out, and
that was sweet of him.
Yes, he's a good kid.
He is a sweetie.
Alrighty. So what energy sorry folks, I have a bit of a cold. So what energy feels strongest on Devil's Night? These were our option: trickster spirits, ghosts and restless ancestors, something ancient and watching, or collective chaos from humans. So what energy feels strongest on Devil's Night? What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys have a thought? What's your vote? What's your vote?
I believe, because you had told me you had done it, I think I picked the first one.
Collective chaos or trickster?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
Oh, I see you down there. Trickster spirits.
Was it trickster? Yeah. Okay, then it was trickster.
Spirits.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
So the top vote in the channel was collective chaos from humans, and I definitely understand that. But then, is it instigated by those trickster spirits?
I certainly, doing some research tonight, I was trying to find something specific for October 30th. I found a few things, but you know what, as us being energy and our belief systems, and I think that human beings collective, and I do know there's trickster spirits. I had one in my previous home. They do exist. So
yeah,
I could see it all a conglomerate. Mm-hmm.
So which night feels spicier? So paranormally spicier. The options were Halloween, Devil's Night. The other option was I shut the curtains and sage both nights, or the same. And same was the choice.
I said that. Yeah, the same.
Feel spicier both.
Mm-hmm. I call it Halloween Eve tonight.
Yeah.
And we got a bear. I've been going on and on about this bear, you guys. We got this bear out there for 2.5 weeks. We just watched it saunter across, and my partner was yelling at it from across the street because he's worked out in the bush. I said, don't yell at it. It's going to come over. And it did. And it's not afraid of humans. And my concern was we have little children out tomorrow night in the dark with candy. That's not a good thing. Then I talked to my neighbor, and she said she had a lady bang on her door 2 nights ago, 8:45 at night, getting off the bus and walked right into the bear. And I don't want anything to happen to the bear. I just would like for it to leave. Like,
do you think with all of the kids, like, talking or laughing and the adults making noise that it will keep it away? No way.
That's what the police tried to tell me. And I said, it is not afraid of humans. It is not afraid of dogs. It is not afraid of car alarms. And it's getting fed. And I understand it was a bad year for the animals for food, but he needs to move to a safer spot for him. And I think safer spot for humans would be nice. Mm-hmm. Just my thoughts. So hopefully he's not affected by the energy.
Maybe we can put that collective energy into pushing that bear on, at least for the night.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let alone all the pumpkins and things that it's going to get, right?
I was surprised it didn't eat pumpkins. So speaking of spookiness, I never even told you this today. I was sitting on my front steps today, and I happened to look down, and there was a little sparrow carcass put right in front of our doorstep. Oh. Not fresh, with feathers, and I have no idea where that came from.
Huh.
Yeah, that was a little creepy.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you look it up? Do you know what it means?
I didn't, and I was going to. I probably will after the show, but I was thinking, like I could understand, God forbid, I would never want to see an animal hurt, but it being fresh, but it was not fresh.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it looked like it had been placed, like, because just the way it was situated right in front of the step.
I don't know how long I'm going to be. So you did not look it up?
No. Mm-mm. Had a busier afternoon doing other stuff, but it's on my to-do list after the show tonight. Unless anybody knows what that means. Mm-hmm.
We do have Julie Jean Bassett in the chat.
I saw that. Should we say hi to everybody? You guys let us know. What do you think that means? Like, it just is weird that it's Devil's Night tonight or spookiness. I don't think it was the bear because he would have showed up on my security camera. And there's no little critters out like there normally are. Does
the neighbor have a cat?
Well, that's just it. Since we had coyotes and we've not seen any cats, none of us outside. And now the coyotes aren't even showing up. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Contessa. She said, do you think someone placed it there? And I said, I don't know, but it's very odd.
Your camera would catch it, wouldn't they?
Pardon?
Your camera would catch a person.
Well, it would, but depending on how you... Oh, geez, did I just unplug my computer? I might have, because it just went dark on me. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know why if I keep flashing off and on here. It must not be plugged in properly here. I don't know why. Like, it seemed like it was placed there. Excuse me, guys, while I plug my computer in. Yeah, I don't know. It just was very odd. Excuse me while I do this. So, I'm not really sure why or how it got there, but guys, I'm going to have to turn right around here. I apologize, but nothing is cooperating. And for some reason, now my computer, see, we got trickster spirits tonight, I think. We're talking about them. Now my computer plugged in. Oh, computer, there we go. There we go, guys. I went black again for the last time, but I knew it must not be plugged in because it kept going dark. But I don't know. It was odd. Very, very odd. Maybe it's just timing and me thinking these things, right? With the energy and what have you. But it seemed, I meant to mention that to you. And I thought it was very odd.
For sure it is.
Mm-hmm. So, shall we say hi to everyone? Okay, let me highlight here. Thanks for your patience, guys. So,
Vet Girl 84 saying hi, all.
We have all the days on Instagram too, so welcome.
Have a great show. Thank you so much.
Hi,
Jean Bassett. Hi, Lorilei, Kerrilynn, and everyone.
We'll give her a quick shout out. She has a beginner communication, animal communication course coming up. I believe you put November, if I'm not mistaken, Julie. So check her out on juliejeanbassett.com. Incredible animal communicator and incredible shamanic practitioner. You can also reach her at whitetailshamanichealing.com.
Mort Ali, hello. Thank you for being here.
Excuse me.
Kathy, hello, Kerrilynn Lorilei. Hello, everyone. James Grauer, Wiz in the house. We appreciate you being here. I also saw Wiz made a comment that his daughter-in-law put out 3 pumpkins and the deer ate them all.
Oh, well, can't be mad at the deer, although it's a lot of work when you carve them.
That's right. Contessa Martins, hello, Lorilei and Kerrilynn. Thank you so much for being here.
I came across some weird information from a video, wasn't looking for it, about why you shouldn't carve faces in pumpkins.
Oh.
I thought it was very fear-based, actually. I'll say in a minute.
Julie Dow, hello. Thank you so much for being here. They're saying good evening, everyone.
So the person that was on there, I believe they were more of a spiritual type person, but it seemed very fear-based to me that they feel that there's wild, reckless, evil spirits roaming around at this time of the year, especially tonight and Halloween night. And so they're looking for a place to situate their energy. So they were claiming if you carve a face into a pumpkin, that it's the perfect place for it. And again, to me,
an invitation.
An invitation, yes. Mm-hmm. So I'd never heard that or seen that before. I can say for myself, feeling into it, again, felt very fear-based, but it was certainly an interesting thought, if you will.
Denise Smith, hello all and happy All Hallows Eve. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Jackie Collins, hi everyone.
Hang on. Everyone's saying hi to one another. We love that.
Cindy Waghorn, happy Halloween. Thank you so much. She says, you guys look great. Surrender and Shine is Cindy's page. Vet Girl 84, Human Mischief Collective. Greetings. Intense this time of year. Carfast 3, hello, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Michelle Wilfong, hello, everyone.
Oh, so Vet Girl says, with your poll, she said, I almost said the same as what most people I'm guessing said, but she said, but almost wrote, shut the lights and sage everything.
Right? Or whatever fits your belief structure and heritage. Oh, so Tia, is it Tia T1T? Good evening, ladies.
Hi,
Thank
Tia.
you so much for being here.
Let's see. Everyone's still chatting. We love when you guys do. I got to make this a little higher. You got to be right in between these blue arrows, or it just will not let you highlight it. Hi, Heidi.
Cool. Driving home from my daughter's in-office eye surgery. She is done and out on her way home. I hope everything goes smoothly and her recovery is quick and easy.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us too.
So let's do the face. And home from Oz, 1975. Hello. Thank you for being here. Tristan Jacobson, awesome costumes. Thank you so very much. You can't see it really well, but it's a spider web poncho.
I love it. I have on kind of a sparkly top, and I have a vampire devil-y type thing, and I have cracks on, but you can't see them.
When we're done here, I'm doing a midnight seance downtown at the Albion.
Wow.
So,
I wish I could be there. I would love to see it.
Darlene Brownlee, hello. Thank you for being here.
Oh, now I got to move it down. I'm telling you, it does not want to cooperate with me. As soon as I move it one way or the other, I don't know if you have this problem. That's why it was December. Darn it, I was way off. I'll have to highlight that. Hi, Denny.
Jenny, hello. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm still checking Instagram. So Julie's animal communication course, December 6th and 7th. And you guys, if you've ever wondered, I don't know, but I truly believe everybody, it's a human right to be able to communicate with the animals. It's a great course. It's lots of fun. So if you ever wondered if you might be able to communicate, check it out. I'm telling you, I took it. I loved it. Well, look, who else is here?
I saw that. Wayne Mallows.
Hi, Wayne Mallows.
I think is Wayne. I believe Wayne's on the Outer Realm tonight with Michelle.
Are you on tonight, Wayne?
I think so.
It's Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. He's usually on Thursdays. Yeah, with Michelle Taroche right after.
Early Halloween.
Yes. So let's see. Oh, and Contessa says midnight seance sounds like so much fun.
I'm going to bring my scrying mirror, the one that I have hanging up, that you guys can kind of see it over my shoulder right there. So I'm going to bring it down with me and see what happens as part of the seance.
So Wayne is on after us with Michelle Taroche in the second night of the Outer Realm. Another hour and a half away from here. So got to tune in. Did you ever find out why? Wasn't it Friday when that something came off the wall on your show?
So I don't really understand how that happened, because it was actually this. A friend made it for me. It's beautiful. So one of the feathers fell off. Look, it's this little painting with these glow-in-the-dark little pieces and these feathers along the bottom.
Beautiful.
But the thing on the back, like to hang it, I had it hooked around like a very big thumbtack sort of thing. And I don't know, like the tape is still there, the hook is still there. Aw, thank you.
This is a painting that Kerrilynn painted and channeled messages for my son Justin. And I'm sitting on the beautiful quilt. I have it all behind me. I set it all up. So thank you. And
Yeah.
Wayne says, me wee vampire self. But we're talking about
Wise one.
yes. We've done vampires once before, but we haven't done this. And the thing is, you said yourself that you and Contessa said so beautiful. Um, you had never heard of this, you said,
No.
until you were an adult?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You must have had good kids in high school then, because the kids in my high
Well,
school, holy cow, man, they could not
like,
wait for tonight.
I lived in the middle of nowhere.
Maybe that's why.
So we got driven like from farmhouse to farmhouse for Halloween.
Oh,
So we
okay.
didn't walk around anywhere.
Mhm.
It wasn't like we were in a community where we could do any of that kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't really know anything about it. It was pretty sheltered.
Yeah. Oh, Wayne says he used to be quite the frightening vampire. Ooh. Might have to hear more about that one day.
I have a hard time putting Wayne and frightening together.
Yes, because he's so funny. Were you a funny, frightening vampire? Yeah, I have a hard time putting that together too. I just remember, like at the Catholic high school, I was forced to go to Catholic school my whole life. And I finally begged and pleaded enough. I was allowed to go to our high school up the street. And that's when I heard about Gate Night. And like kids were like planning for weeks with this, like toilet paper, eggs, like soap, everything you could think of. It was awesome.
No, I didn't until adult. How about you guys in the chat? Did you participate in it? When did you know about it? What did you call it?
Because it's got a lot. It's got Devil's Night. It's got Gate Night. Is it Turnip Night? You had said.
So Cabbage Night. So Cabbage Night. Yeah, Mat Night. That one was kind of connected to Quebec, actually. So
Really?
Yeah, and it was like stealing doormats. I know.
That's cool.
So it really was connected. What they called it seemed to be connected rurally, or where certain areas and what they were doing. And it started with settler culture too, right? So in Britain, 1790s, in that time period, it was like connected to May Day first, so like the 1st of May. And then it moved to November 4th for Guy Fawkes, so the day before the Guy Fawkes. So they would do mischief. So Guy Fawkes Day was November 5th. And then when the Britons immigrated here, there were no celebrations really for Guy Fawkes Day. So they just attached it to the day before another holiday. And
So Kathy's saying I didn't learn about it until high school, but never participated in it. You sound like myself. And I know Contessa said, I just saw it. I never participated. I also saw it as Mischief Night. Guy Fawkes. Yeah, we don't really celebrate Guy Fawkes here, same as we don't celebrate. It's in April 20th. I'm trying to remember. It's over in the UK. It's a big thing. I'm trying to remember.
Maybe Tia, if Tia is still here, she would know.
Stevens, if you say it, I'll know it, because we used to have a couple on the network from the UK, and they got married around that time of year. And she's actually they're lovely people, Gary and his wife, and she dresses like she's Marilyn Monroe impersonator, and she's just absolutely stunning. The Allens, and they basically, if you will, intuitively knew when they met, like they were going to get married, and they were going to get married around this. I want to say it's Stephen something day, or I forget what the name of it is. If you say it and you're in the chat, I will know what it is. And they got married. They've been married 20 years, but everything that they kind of received from spirit, not even really knowing at the time that both of them were quite connected, especially Gary. You've got a fascinating story how they got together.
That's fun.
Yes.
Wayne, I don't know if I'll get to watch much. Like, I have to, once we're done the podcast, I have to head down to do the seance.
I'm going to write this
We're
down.
encouraging everybody to stick around.
Yes, please do.
Lisa Martinello, Devil's Night. No, we didn't participate in that, but we went out for Halloween in costumes.
And then Cindy Waghorn is saying,
in public school, I heard but never participated. It was mostly graffiti and mischief. That's really destructive.
it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to figure out what this holiday is now. It's going to drive me nuts. And it's over in the UK. It's in April. I know that. I think I could remember. It's not going to come up. I'll have to find it and know for next week what it was. But it's a big holiday over in the UK. I know that around that time. Yeah, so it sounds like most of us found out in high school. Sydney Waghorn said, "Oh my God, my typing public school. I lived in the country too." So, yes, well, I don't know. I've never, and I'm not being naive, but I've never understood why anybody takes pleasure in creating damage to another person's property or stealing or anything like that, right? Mm-hmm.
No, and it wasn't really how it started. And then like it shifted from like the mischief with Guy Fawkes, which was really about rebellion, right? And that continued because through the Great Depression. So there are some people that feel it started through October 1929 when the stock market crashed, and then they were doing that rebellion then. So some people feel it was that pent-up frustration that was needing to come out, right?
Thank you, Kathy. St. George's Day. I was way off. Why did I have Stevens? You are absolutely right. St. George's Day. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I was thinking of, and way off in April. It's a bigger holiday in the UK. I don't know the history behind it, but I've heard of it. And Guy Fawkes too. So what I was seeing regionally, the name and intensity vary. So Mischief Night was commonly used in the Northeast US, like New Jersey and Philadelphia, focusing on pranks like shaving cream fights or ding-dong ditching. Yes, I used to do that when I was a little kid. And then back in the day when you do prank phone calls. So I had this dog. I almost had like the second iteration of the same dog. Her name was Tiffy. And I'm sorry, guys, but I used to call her Demon Spawn, and she was like a demon. And then the other dog we had looked identical years later, was the exact opposite, was the sweetest little dog you've ever seen, named Miley. But anyways, Tiffy, when she was eating, if you touched her, she would sound like a demon or a hellhound. So what we used to do is we call up our friends and let their answer machine answer, and then you'd give Tiffy something to eat and you'd start touching her. So she'd leave this horrible voice message.
Oh no.
We did do that. And ding dong ditching. Just when we were really young, not on Halloween night. So gate night, sometimes used in the Midwest, provide antics like opening gates or minor trespassing. I don't know why we called it gate night. And it says Devil's Night, strongly associated with Detroit's arson history, but also pops up elsewhere for edgier vandalism. It said other names like Goosey Night or Devil's Eve highlight the playful yet sinister vibe.
And in Detroit, like when you look up Devil's Night, Detroit is what comes up the most.
I know.
Like, and then how bad it was in the 80s, apparently, like, and building.
I never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Because Fat Girl said the Acadians have L'Ami Carême, which translate to mid-Lent before Easter. Well, we're way, okay. I was going to say that's we're way ways from Easter. So I don't know. But I never even heard of the character. Nain Rouge is the name you said?
Nain Rouge, yeah.
Never heard of it. Do you want to tell me a little bit? Or
do you want to play the little video that I sent you?
Oh, great. Hey, give me a sec. I got to pull it up here. You did send me a good video, so give me a sec. Do you want to tell them a little bit, and then I'll grab the video as we're talking here? I did have it set up. It closed on me. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Mischief tonight.
What happened was the destruction got worse. And so abandoned buildings were being the arson. It was the arson. And I forget what year. I need to look it up for you guys. There was one particular year where there was 800 fires in the one day.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, in the one day. Oh, there we go.
I know. I've got the video, so give me a second to send
1984.
it to
So in
myself.
1984, the Detroit Fire Department extinguished over 800 fires that night. So
They said it was like 1 a minute, right?
so
Like they said it
crazy.
was like 1 a minute that night.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So the city responded with Angels Night, and it was volunteer patrols from October 29th to the 31st, starting in the mid-90s to help reduce the fires. So trying to shift that narrative, but it just went out of control with the vandalism, right? So with the paranormal stuff, Nain Rouge is the red dwarf, and it's tied to the misfortune. So it's folklore, but some people say they've seen it. So that we can have that discussion about what is it? Is it so it's supposed to look like the small red dwarf. It precedes any of the destruction. Yeah, that's all I know about it, really.
I have it. It's not letting me. It's behaving here. Let me pull it up. It's not letting me make it big. I have no idea why. So it's a reel. So you guys will just have to see that. Sorry, but you'll hear it.
With
So
with
hang on.
all of the destruction, they could be having all kinds of other paranormal stuff happen, right? Just with the energy that is
Yes.
built up from them. But then it comes back around to where is this sort of energy, if Nain Rouge is an entity, is that instigating that behavior with people? I don't know.
Or believe. So you want me to play it? Because it's not that long, but it's a great video.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay.
Dwarf is a legendary creature from Detroit folklore, viewed as a bad omen or bringer of misfortune. It is often described as a small goblin-like figure with glowing red eyes, sharp teeth, and sometimes covered in fur. According to legend, the creature appears before major disasters, such as Detroit's 1805 fire and the 1967 riots. The story is tied to Antoine de la Mothe Cadillac, Detroit's founder, who was cursed after an encounter with the creature. Every year, Detroiters hold the Marche du Nain Rouge to symbolically chase it away and protect the city from bad luck. The Nain Rouge has become a symbol of Detroit's spirit, representing endurance and the city's fight against adversity. The Nain Rouge, or Red Dwarf.
So you know what, though, you could certainly understand how something like that could take hold, because Detroit really has had a really, really awful rough time financially, crime-wise, everything. So
Yeah. Didn't they, is it in Detroit where they were having issues with their water too? So like financially and then water, like there's just like all kinds of stuff.
well, it
Water.
was a booming town, right? And they had the auto industry. Then when that all went down, like I've seen various videos on YouTube of just row upon row upon row of abandoned homes and the crime and young people trying to raise funds to actually start building up the neighborhoods again. Like
Right.
it's like the whole city almost seemed like it's been overtaken by bad luck, if you will.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then that frustration, right? That frustration having to come out. But then does that sort of goblin, does it feed off of, or does it instigate, or does it get created, right? Like, so when you think about poltergeist activity, so a lot of times that poltergeist activity is that pent up energy of someone who is extra sensitive and it's got nowhere to go. So it comes out and then feeds off of, like, it's its own, we create that entity, right? And then it feeds off of the fear and anger and frustration. So if that entity is there, it's got a lot to feed off of.
I would say it would have an absolute banquet in Detroit. And I would definitely, because like I said, I'm shocked I'd never heard of this character till you had looked it up and shared it. And then I went, wow, that makes a lot of sense. But it sounds like it went pretty far back into history.
It
with
does.
this.
What's an egregore?
Isn't it when it's a collective that believes in something versus a tulpa?
A tulpa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like I think it would fall within the egregore category, but that thing's creepy looking. There was one picture on that video and that was a great video. So thank you for finding it. That it almost reminded me of, my brain is not working tonight. Bad guy from Christmas. What's his name? Krampus. I had to think of my friend that made the video of all the Krampuses together that I've shown before. He's over in Austria, and he told me that Krampus is not a bad thing. We think he is over here in North America, but he told me we say it wrong. It's Krampus, he says.
I thought it looked like Hellboy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So Lisa Martinello is sharing, where I live, we border Detroit, Michigan. Bless you. Ambassador Bridge, and soon the Gordie Howe Bridge and the Windsor-Detroit Tunnel. I do recall that horrific Devil's Night. Wow. They said that was like, what that night was like, a fire a minute was going off. Like, I don't even know how you couldn't get caught lighting that many. Right?
Frightening.
Like 800 fires? My God. We're lucky they didn't burn the whole city down.
Right.
Yes. And then it sounds like they turned it into a positive, though, calling it Angels Night. But it's this time of year, right? Like, everybody believes the veil thins at this time of year. And we've been talking, not even so much on air, and I'm kind of concur with you. It almost feels as of late there almost is no veil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think more people are having accountability, more people are consciously aware, more people are actively working on their shite, on their shadow work, all their kind of stuff. So I think that it has shifted that for people. I still think there's more like we could all do more work, but I think that Halloween, for me, my frustration has always been that people think that Halloween is the peak of it. But to me, it's just like the door opening, and it stays open until the end, or you could feel it kind of dipping down by the end of the first week of January, because we have like the American Thanksgiving, and Christmas is in there, and New Year's. So I find the energy amps up. To me, it's more at Christmas when it's at its peak.
Well, plus you have really extremes with emotions too, I think, around the holiday season.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just mean Christmas. There's many other celebrations around the world that aren't just Christmas, but it's also can be a very joyful time, but it can also be extremely difficult for a lot of people at that time of year. So you really get real extremes in emotions, I find, around that holiday season.
For sure.
Definitely. Well, I came across some guy today. I didn't save the video. I was trying to find something spooky happening on Devil's Night, and I didn't really come across.
It was really hard.
Pardon?
It was hard.
It was to get caught specifically on there, but I sent you a few things. But this guy was convinced that humanity is undergoing a collective shift due to, he said it all had to do with numbers, but he went into the Schumann resonance and where the astrology is in the way of, astrologically with the stars and the whole bit, that there's so much energy that's going to basically coincide today in all these different arenas, that it's going to cause a massive human shift. And I thought, that's interesting. We'll have to see if that works. It wasn't a bad thing. It was a good thing whether he was talking about. Mm-hmm.
Well, I do think that the Schumann resonance is, there's all kinds of stuff. Like, more people are talking about that tone in their ear, restless sleep,
nausea,
ungrounded, foggy brained, all that kind of stuff.
I could check all those. So I even looked up some interesting, weird things that happened on Devil's Night. Do you want me to share a few?
Yeah, I'm going to call up Benno, sorry.
Okay.
Just real quick.
You're reading my mind, Benno, because I was just thinking about that.
So it's interesting. So the 3-eye atlas. So a friend of mine continually says, third eye at last.
That's kind of what this guy was saying. The one that I saw. Yeah.
Was closest to Earth as it will be yesterday today. My daughters both went mental, no apparent reason, like a full moon. Yeah, it's been some wonky, but again, is it coming up? Is it because of that? Is it the collective energy coming up to Halloween?
I think it's all of the above, right?
Yeah.
And then I seen one video, because you can stream it live, that it definitely looked like a craft with these lights that were flickering, and yet I looked at another channel I follow a lot that just talks about pop culture news, and he was reporting that they say it's not a craft, it's just a certain kind of comet. So it's like, take it for what you will.
It was reported today that it was changing color and was going to red.
Yeah.
It was changing to a red color today.
Mm-hmm. Benno said I also had a very high vibration yesterday, almost like anxiety. My ears have been ringing loud the past 3 days. Contessa said, I know, and I don't know if this will help anybody, but I'm not normally an anxious person. Maybe super hyper, doing 20 things at once kind of thing. But when I feel something that I normally don't feel, the first thing, and I know you're going to agree, and probably do it in some ways similar, is I ask myself, is this mine? Right? Or this is not of me. And all I do usually is just say, return to sender with love. Because I figured probably they need some love. And if they don't, somebody higher self will receive it. But the one that I usually pick up on, my eldest son, well, my only son now, he has anxiety, and I'll be just doing my thing. Why do I feel so anxious? And sure enough, I'm tapping into it. So plus with the resonance. Go ahead. Sorry, Kerrilynn.
I've been using the binaural beats.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, a lot. And you know, we have our own ways. Everybody's got their own ways of grounding and staying grounded. But I have found my anxiety has not. I feel all of this time is really pushing us to be on top of using our tools, and what tools we have access to, what is in our background and connected to our ancestors. I think that we're just being pushed to really be proactive with our tools. And
I love that, because Benno, you said I feel there was some quote unquote force, and I don't know what, and I don't know how. Well, you might have picked up on that, but again, right? And I know it, you know, sometimes that can feel a little bit foreign if we don't feel that, but I try to remind, and I don't know if this might help someone, I try to remind myself that right now, where am I? Work on some grounding, as well as that I'm safe, I'm looked after, I'm, you know what I mean? Like I'm in a good spot, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can keep this on the whole time.
Oh, take it off, girl. I was going to wear mine, and I can't see it in the dark. If I put it on, see, like I really would have looked bad, so I didn't put it on. I just
wore my, look bad.
I wore my devil's horns.
I would have like, look.
I brought friendly neighborhood ghosty. You can't even see him. He's got a candle, and then I showed you. We brought I love my 3D printer, so we printed him. You can't see him though. It's too dark in here, but they're joining us tonight.
Oh, I dropped it on the floor.
Oh no.
Digging in.
What's that?
It was digging in and digging in and digging in, digging in.
You got good makeup on. I seen you without the mask. It looks good. So Kirby's 100 is here. Welcome. Glad to see you. And Benno, you said I grounded myself amongst the chaos, which helped me deal with the aftermath of everybody else. And sometimes you have to be that literal, if you will, lightning rod in a good way. If everybody else is going crazy around you, and you're grounded, believe it or not, people tend to pick up on that when you can ground your energy. And that's just speaking as a nurse working in critical care. When things were going crazy, I used to just get calmer and calmer, and people would say, how are you so calm? And I say, I don't know. And I say I don't feel that way, but it really does help if there's chaos around you a lot of times. So. Oh my God, somebody ripped Kerrilynn's face off. I hope she's okay.
I did it to myself. Yes. Are you frightened? Because this is the result.
I love it. Oh, Patsy Foister's here. Says happy Halloween Eve, Lorilei and Kerrilynn. Right back at ya.
Right back at ya. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being here.
So, do you want me to do our station ID and then we have some interesting facts and stuff? I did find a few videos. Not many though. It was hard. I thought for sure with all the talk about Devil's Eve, Devil's Night, Gate Night, whatever night, Mischief Night, surely somebody would have been caught on camera. Now it's too long. It would be too long to play this, but I sent it to you. I didn't know if you'd have time to listen to it or not. It was one heck of a creepy tale on Gate Night, Mischief Night, Devil's Night. I don't think it's real, but it certainly was scary.
So, like when you look it up, you can find lots of people do events like what I'm doing tonight with Guelph Urbex, right?
I would have
So
loved to have gone.
I
Mhm.
think that it feels like people shifting it, and then not so much the mischief, but seeing what you can connect with on a paranormal level as well too.
Yeah, well, Halloween's changed though too, right? Like before, I can remember my brother was 15 months younger than me and my cousin 16 months younger. We all lived 2 doors apart. So we always had a gang, our best costume, and we spent months on it. We all dressed up like Kiss. I wish I had the picture because we actually really looked like them. We had 3 of us. Anyways, bring your pillowcase with you and go into every house in every neighborhood. Your bag was full, right? And now, right, a lot of people don't do trick or treating. So
Yeah, I think that like the safety, and then 2020 everything shifted, right?
mhm,
Um, I
mhm.
think that I don't know. It's shifted here too. Like when we first moved into this house, I think we had 12 kids the first year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then last year we had 80.
We were told we moved in just before the the big event in 2020, and we were told before that there was always 200 to 250 kids. So every year I'd buy lots of candy. We'd be lucky if we had 20. And last year we had it was Halloween on a Thursday night. And the previous show I used to do, we did the Halloween party. And my partner and my son was alive then. They were managing Halloween. And I felt horrible because I thought last year, I'm not buying a ton of candy. We don't need it. We'll just buy enough. And I think we had over 100 kids. Like Dell was like in the cupboard digging, trying to grab bags of popcorn, microwave popcorn, anything to give the kids because we ran out.
So fun. Carrie, that's a very kind thing that you're saying.
Oh, did you highlight it? And I highlighted it. Go ahead. I'll let you click it.
Yeah. You're both beautiful. Don't need masks and makeup. You're queens of light. Flaunt it and wear crowns. Thank you so much. If you saw my morning porch posts that I do on social media, there is like most times I'm in my pajamas and house coat with
I love it.
Yeah. So
I haven't posted the picture when we got together yet, and I will.
know.
I saw it again, and I need to, because my partner Dell got to meet you this year. Finally, we came to my house, and I know Kerrilynn doesn't eat it very often, neither do I. But we had McDonald's hash browns together and coffee.
Those hash browns are good,
and no makeup. I had no makeup on. And getting better. So do you want, I'll do our halftime as I call it. And then if you guys are okay, I know it's kind of crooked, but we're going to play it again because I'm going to push this because we have a big party coming on tomorrow night. So I'll play that and then I will do our halftime. Oh.
Okay.
Stop. Nothing is playing nice tonight, guys. Please forgive me. All right, we got that going. Speaking of ringing in the ears, now all of a sudden I have ringing in my ears. Okay, hang on. We'll play that and then I'll do our halftime. If it came up, did it? No. This is so weird with StreamYard, you guys. Sometimes I'll set it all up and then it's right there. And then other times it just waits in the bottom to be invited. I guess whether it's really in a hurry or not, I don't know.
Carry both Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, hang on. So, you guys, if you're just tuning in, you are listening to or watching UPRN or UFO Paranormal United Public Radio Network, and this is Spirit Switchboard. We are being co-hosted by my wonderful and amazing, beautiful friend, Kerrilynn Shellhorn, and myself, Lorilei Potvin. You guys can also listen to us on 105.3 FM on the Gulf Coast in Mississippi, 107.7 FM of the beautiful city of New Orleans. You guys can also watch us on TV. We do have our own TV channel for the network. We are streaming this show on Roku right now. So how you find the channel is you go to the channel store, type in UFO space P as in paranormal. There's a drop-down list, or about the third or fourth one down, you're looking for UFO Paranormal in United Public Radio Network. We also want to let you know we have all kinds of new shows coming up and new hosts. There is something for everybody on this network. It's not all just UFO and paranormal. We do stream multiple shows live daily, 7 days a week. And when we're not streaming live, the archive server actually kicks in and randomly picks shows over the last 25 plus years this network's been around. So if you guys like what you see, please like, share, subscribe to all your friends and family. We'd love to have you join us. And also, I did play the wonderful little video that Kerrilynn did. She does the videos for our show too, and the banners. It says tomorrow night on Spirit Switchboard at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Kerrilynn is doing our UPRN host Halloween party. I'm joining her. I'm her co-host, so I haven't really done anything, but I'm going to be there with her. Also, right after, normally at 8:00, Jeffrey Pritchett does Church of Mavis, and he has generously donated that time slot to the rest of the network. And from what I hear, 10:00, I think the Yazzies are taking over, and they are continuing the Halloween party from there. Kerrilynn, is that what you've heard?
Yeah, they posted a banner. It was on
Mhm.
Joe's feed on Facebook as well too. So inviting people to show up in their costumes and come and participate.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So
Yeah.
either way, we're Halloweening all night tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So be sure
And
to join us. Mhm.
Tonight you're listening to Beneath the Hollow Moon.
I forget to say that. I said everything else but the name of
you
our
called it
show.
Spirit Switchboard, but I think you're just thinking of Spirit Switchboard.
Yes.
Spirit Switchboard
Yes.
tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern.
I'm sorry, guys. Good thing Kerrilynn's listening.
Beneath the Hollow Moon.
It's all under the same house.
It is. It is. And tomorrow night it's a double dose of Lorilei and I. So
Yes. We're gonna have lots of fun.
Oh.
I have no idea. I asked Kerrilynn. She called me at 6:00, and I go, I have no idea what I'm dressing up as tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. More the ghosty earrings. I have my pearl ones in tonight, but I am wearing my ghosty earrings tomorrow night for the show.
I have ghosty. Actually, I made a new pair of glasses. I did these for tonight's show, but I haven't needed them. Can you see them? You got
That's so fun.
We got little skeletons on them. Mm-hmm. So I should make some ghosty earrings. I never wear earrings anymore. My ears are really, really pierced, but I'm allergic to anything but gold, or even just platinum's even better. So I never wear them. Get any other piercing, it's fine, but my ears, no. Which is so weird. So I was doing some research, and I asked for some examples of very rare, stranger, unusual things that have happened on October 30th that we could share tonight.
Oh, that's a good search.
Yeah, I thought, why not tell us about something weird and unusual? Now I need my glasses. I could have just debuted them without putting my face up to camera. Okay, so the first one I came across, it's called The Emperor's Deified Boyfriend Gets His Own City in 130 AD. Roman Emperor Hadrian, I think it's Hadrian or Hadrian, it's Hadrian, was traveling the Nile when his young Greek lover, Antinous, mysteriously drowned under freakishly calm waters. Some whispered it was a ritual, we'll say unaliving, and not by choice, to appease the gods for Hadrian's health. Devastated, Hadrian didn't just mourn. He straight up deified Antinous as a new god, blending Greek, Roman, and Egyptian cults into a wild hybrid religion. Then on October 30th, He founded the gleaming city of Antinopolis right on the spot, complete with temples, festivals, and statues of I think it's, what's his name? I want to say it right. It's Antinous. So there said the kid, but it's Antinous, as Hercules or Osiris. It became a pilgrimage spot for centuries, but the whole thing is shrouded in homoerotic mystery and imperial grief. And it says, talk about a love that built an empire. So that happened. I don't know why he picked October 30th. It obviously wasn't Mischief Night, but that happened way, way, way. So I'll pick one that's a couple more that are more, because there's one, the Pope's chestnut picking, I don't know why they went into this, picking orgy at the Vatican in 1501. But this one, the town that choked on invisible poison fog in 1948. In tiny Donora, Pennsylvania, a steel mill hellhole nestled in a foggy river valley, a bizarre weather inversion trapped factory fumes for days, turning October 30th into death fog in quotations day. The air thickened to soup, so toxic that it unalived 20 outright, mostly the elderly and asthmatics, and gassed half the 14,000 residents with eye-searing, lung-clogging hell. It says pets dropped dead in yards, birds plummeted from skies, and visibility dropped to zero. Folks stumbled blind through the streets, smelling like rotten eggs. It was like a sci-fi plague, but real, and it kickstarted America's clean air laws. Spooky sidebar to add, it says survivors swore the fog whispered or moved like a living thing before it lifted. And this was in 1948.
Oh, that's really...
Isn't that creepy?
It's like a Stephen King story.
Well, there is that movie, The Fog, right? Is
Yeah.
that by Stephen King, that movie? I couldn't remember because I've seen it. Mm-hmm. It's so tragic at the end, the Fog.
So half of their people
were affected.
That's a lot.
Ugh. And again, October 30th, and people are swearing the fog whispered before it left. So you already got the belief systems and the legend and lore around Devil's Night, and then this happens that day.
So my squirrel brain, like when we're talking about October 30th and all those things happening, have you seen the TV show with the Elm Street murders? So Elm Street is part of
Freddy
horror
Krueger.
movie, right? Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
And so there's a TV show. It's I think it's the second season, with all of these murders that take place on a street called Elm Street.
Oh. And then I was seeing in my research today, I've never watched it because it would just be too suspenseful and creepy. The Purge. They say that The Purge supposedly was fashioned about the legend and lore of October 30th, the movie series. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it. I don't feel pulled to watch it. Like, I like good horror movies, but that doesn't feel like a horror movie. That feels unsettling.
The reason why I don't like I've said this so many times, horror movies, I hate jump scares. Like, even movies I've seen, if it's suspenseful, you'll see me. And it's like, I'm telling my brain, you've seen the movie, you know what's going to happen in it, but I cannot sit still. I've got to be moving around. Mm-hmm. I'll come back in and watch, come back. I can't sit still. I don't know what it is. And the same thing, psychological thrillers, like the movie Seven.
That was a good one.
I know, but you know why it freaks me out? Because, and I'm not saying anything wrong with people that have mental illness, but there are people out there like that. And that's what freaks me out. But because
it's bad.
You know what we always hear in the paranormal, right? We're never afraid of the ghosts. It's people that we fear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Real. I think the movie that made me uncomfortable was the movie The Fall.
I don't think
it's more recent. So Negan, I can't remember what his name.
Negan. Oh, I know he played John Winchester. Oh, what's his name again? Daniel. Is it Daniel something?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's Daniel. I don't remember. But anybody in the chat that remembers it, he's in it just really briefly. He's like the dad in it.
Mm-hmm. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I just remembered Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I'm so scared of heights that this movie was, I was like cold sweats on my sweaty palms. I had to pause it. I was like this, watching it like that. It was, mhm.
No, it's like I say, I just really have a problem. Speaking of movies, you guys, what's your favorite Halloween movie? Can you let us know in the chat? Thanks, Vet Girl. That's it. I finally came up with a name. I kept asking my brain, tell me the name, tell me the name. And that's how it said Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm way off on. I feel like my head's been full of cotton wool all day today since I woke up. But what's your favorite Halloween movie? How about you? What's your favorite?
Ginger Snaps is usually the one
I've never
holiday
seen
off.
that. You've mentioned it so many times. So I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, Ginger Snaps is the one I usually start with. Kick the
Is it
season
really
off.
scary? I remember you
It's
told me.
it's not scary. It's kind of like a coming of age, for a young female.
Okay, gingers. I'm writing this down so I'll remember. Ginger snaps. Okay. Kathy says she loves Spider Baby. I don't think I've
never heard of that.
No, you have to tell us more about it, Kathy. I don't think I've ever heard of that. And I've been asked this before. Oh, okay, Vet Girl. I was going to say that. Hocus Pocus. I like the first one, not the second one. And I know it's not really a Halloween movie, but I love practical magic.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
Well,
goes So I did a Dying with the Dead event last night, and we did it as it was a Halloween one. Please dress up, and 3 ladies came dressed up as the Hocus Pocus, the 3 witches.
Sisters Sanderson.
Their costumes were phenomenal. Like the one brought a vacuum, the other one brought a mop, the one had a broom. Like it was just their costumes were phenomenal. So I think I have one picture. I may have posted it last night of them. I should have gotten a full one, but it was just their costumes were amazing.
Stop reading my mind. Oh my God. Now I'm going to have to go look. So Julie, because to see a really good costume, because there's this girl that's Canadian on YouTube, and she takes old Carmex lip balm containers and she makes the most incredible structures out of them, including she does it with lighters that don't look like lighters either. But she did one with the Carmex container recently with the Sanderson sisters, and she didn't get Winnie's teeth. Like I could she did a beautiful job, but Winnie just has that little tiny mouth with those big teeth.
So this girl last night, she did. They were spot on. It was their costumes were phenomenal.
Oh, I want to see them. I love seeing a good Halloween costume. You know what other movies I really love? Because my boys love the Disney Channel, and in Canada we had YTV and Treehouse, all kid stuff. My kids, so every Halloween they watch Twitches and Twitches 2. I've already watched it. It's still a good movie. I'm sorry, but what's that?
I don't know it.
Okay, so it's got Tia and Tamara Mowry. And they play twins that were separated at birth for their own safety. They come from this magical land, and they are super powerful together. One's the moon and one's the light. And the darkness, it's the evil thing in the movie, is coming for them. It wants to end the twins. And it took father away. So they had protectors, and the protectors brought them to Earth. And one got adopted by a very well-off African-American family as an only child. The other twin went to a single mom that didn't have much money. And the poor twin, her mom passed away, and she's really having a hard time. And the girls run into each other on the street, goes through the whole adventure, and then they carried on into part 2. It's quite good. And then Halloween Town, there's a whole series with it. It's goofy, it's funny, but it's not really scary.
A lot of people are saying Charlie Brown.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
That's a kid for sure.
Yeah. So Kathy says that Spider Baby is a black and white 1967 movie with Lon Chaney. That's probably why we haven't heard of it, maybe.
I watch Nosferatu every year too.
Is that like the black and white one,
Yeah.
Nosferatu? Is it got Bela Lugosi? Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Contessa says, I haven't watched The Craft in forever. I might watch that. She said The Craft and Practical Magic and many more. Actually, today, I didn't get a chance. I didn't watch the whole thriller video, but I watched the Backstreet Boys because they did that Halloween video with everybody.
Oh, I don't know that.
You've never seen the Backstreet Boys? You have to watch the video. It's Everybody, the song Everybody. If you watch it, they did they're on a tour bus and their driver, the bus breaks down and it's pouring rain and it's awful. And they end up at this castle and they can't call anybody. Nobody's coming. So they decide they're going to bunk out there for the night. And they think they've all dreamed it, but they actually turn into monsters. And they have this big dance thing with it. It's quite good.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to check it out. Oh, yes, Nightmare Before Christmas. I forgot about Edward Scissorhands. I'm glad I asked you this. Now I got some movies to watch tonight while I'm packing all our Halloween bags because Kerrilynn and I found out we do the same thing for the kids at Halloween. We make big bags for the kids.
So is Edward Scissorhands Halloween?
No, but it's kind
It has a Christmas vibe, right? Same as Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it's kind of the both.
It does, but it has Vincent Price and it's got kind of a spooky vibe. But you're right, does have kind of a Christmas feel to it too. Oh, I forgot about the House of Frankenstein. Oh my God. I'm not even going to mention that, Carrie, because my partner Doll will go crazy. Like he's still talking about the House of Frankenstein back in the day. Did you ever see it? It's a Canadian. I think it's Canadian. I think it's Billy Vance from way back in the day. And it's kind of this kitschy kind of comedy type of series that they do. It's really funny, actually.
We lived in the middle of nowhere with a couple of channels with rabbit ears with aluminum foil.
Oh, we did it one time
kid holding it with their leg in the air to get the it's working. So I might have to try to find them. And you know, I did not have cable when my kids were growing up. We really didn't have, I didn't even have a microwave until I think 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
It's just, yeah.
Healthier. So my boys.
Little House on the Prairie.
I loved Little House on the Prairie. I used to beg my mom to let me stay up to watch it at night. I love that. But my boys, especially with having my youngest that had such severe autism, we need to kind of keep things kind of quiet and calm. And mom had a back injury. So I never the only thing I let my kids watch unattended, and I learned very, very early, was when I was still married, we'd have dinner. And then we were married. So my husband at the time and I would clean up and put the dishes away. And the boys would be in the living room and they'd be watching this cartoon, laughing their butts off. They had to be about 5 and 3, like just killing themselves laughing. Well, one night we ordered takeout. So we were watching this cartoon series with them. Well, guess what I had been letting my kids watch unattended? Because it was on YTV, which is TV Children. And it was before 9 o'clock. So it's supposed to be geared to family friendly. They were watching Family Guy.
Oh, dear.
So I learned never, ever. I watched everything after that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Tessa, I only got the microwave because my mom would come to visit and she gave me a hard time. So I got the microwave so that my mom would have an easier time when she comes to visit.
Oh,
really? The only reason why we got it. Yeah.
Oh, Carrie, we got to hear about this sometime. You went to 5 Backstreet Boy concerts. I love it. Love it. Love it. I took my eldest to lots of concerts, actually. I think I took him to his first concert when he was 8. She's a Canadian artist, Fifi Dobson. I took him and his little friend. She was he was 8 or 10, maybe he was 10, and she was going on 12. They had a ball together. So Logan and I went to see Avril Lavigne and Simple Plan and Good Charlotte. And that was my thing with my oldest son when he was growing up, taking him to concerts. Oh, Contessa is also Wiz says Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
That's a good one, actually. That's a good one.
Benno likes the Wiz. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's pretty good too.
And Vet Girl says she watches them both on Halloween and again for Christmas season. That I'm guessing maybe Edward Scissorhands and The Nightmare Before Christmas. And Contessa says she loves all the spooky movies of the 80s. So, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right, Carrie. She says Vincent Price was on House of Frankenstein, and he was. Actually, it was more Canadian, but he was on there. I remember that. So, that's what you were talking about. When Contessa says she doesn't have a microwave.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, right? It's
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
Obeno says Critters. Have you ever seen? I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. Critters. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Has anybody in the chat had mischief happen to them?
Yes, yes.
On
Tell
October
us.
30th, like with Devil's Night, have you had mischief happen to you? I thought we would where we live because it's in a pretty high traffic, right beside a corner store. You know, like I thought we would, but I have never.
We've got the bear, and then I told you that creepy thing left in front of my steps. I just don't understand how it could have ended up there. Like, it wasn't blowing in the wind. It's not that it was something fresh that an animal, like, it was really weird. And then I know in our old house, like when I was growing up, it wasn't old, it was built from the ground up. Like, I can remember so many years, like my dad would just be cursing. He'd be getting up to go to work really early. And because it's cool at this time of year where we live in Ontario, right? The egg would be frozen on all the windows and toilet paper. And it wasn't just us, like every house in the neighborhood it happened to, but nothing I can think of in the way of paranormal.
Yeah. So for folks in the chat, do you find that your paranormal experiences increase on the 30th or the 31st? So did you find that one story? So it was connected to rural gate night about the farmers' gates being opened overnight and the animals roaming free. And then the next morning, the farmer finding hoof prints that did not match his livestock. And then
was that the written one? Was that the written one you sent?
No. And then small footprints like a child's leading into the woods.
No.
He heard some laughter after dusk.
Ew. No, I did not. Did you send it to me?
I thought I sent
Your
you
ghost stories, the one from Your Ghost Stories with the Diplomat Hotel.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, well, I have that. How about you, though? Have you had weird stuff before you dip in? I still have a few more weird things, like one from 65, if you want me to add too. But have you had weird stuff, or do you find that the paranormal ramps up at this time of year?
I find people share their stories of it ramping up. Benno, I'm with you. It's all year round. The same for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's my job, right? So I'm kind of in the middle of that all the time. So, but I find more people that I talk with or connect with at events have more experiences at this point. But then, is it because they're expecting it too, right?
Mm-hmm. Contessa says, not for me. Halloween has always been fun for me. Pumpkin carving, roasting the seeds, and dressing up. And Wayne says, if Halloween has returned.
We bow to you.
I will say, honestly, yeah, I have to agree with you all year round, because there's weird or strange. It finds people like ourselves. It just does.
Yeah. I think, though, like the last 2 years, I have been so busy that I haven't even decorated outside. I didn't even decorate outside yet, which
I haven't either.
I feel so guilty because, you know, the house had such a horrible reputation prior to us moving into it. So working really hard to shift that for the community around me. And I do something different every year, so people look forward to it. And last year I dropped I didn't drop the ball. It was pretty fun last year what I did last year, but I did it.
You have a UFO with the cow? Was that last year?
Yeah. So Yeah, folks, last year I had this blow up.
It was so cute.
Yeah, this blow up UFO that had like the light beam coming down from it, but you could step inside the light beam to take your pictures, right? So I got
Blow up
those
cow.
blow up cow costumes and then stood inside the light beam in the cow costume. So it was just a riot. It was so much.
It was. Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun, but I set it up the day of, so I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'll have to frantically figure out how I'm going to.
Well, I find people go by and they'll just start talking of him out in the front yard. And she was very unusual, but she was very sweet. And this girl came by walking on the sidewalk, and I couldn't understand what she was saying, but she was going on and on about the color of my hair because it's purple. And then she wanted to talk about the outside of our house that wasn't decorated for Halloween. This was yesterday. And then she's going, and I just love all the blow up things. And that's my neighbor next door.
Wow.
And I said, sorry, I don't own that part. Oh, so Carrie wants to know. She says, LOL, that sounds funny. Are you able to post a pic of this UFO cow scene?
I probably can. I try really hard because I just love it, right? But I'm also very neurodivergent. I don't like things to be the same all the time because it just is a lot. So I did it one year. I did the birds, like Alfred Hitchcock, the birds. And you know, of all the things, I did a circus tent. I did a creepy circus, and I enclosed the whole porch, made curtains.
Oh, wow.
It was so fun. But the one that got the most reaction was the birds. And
excuse me.
People are very scared of birds.
Yeah, they are.
I had no idea. Like, very scared of birds.
Well, last year we couldn't decorate because we usually do a fairy garden and stuff. We even found out for the advertisement for the townhouses, they have a picture of our yard with the fairy garden. So, and last year we were going to decorate, and then we got a notice they were going to be doing work. And it was right at Halloween, and they didn't even end up working on our spot. This year we have no excuse. And I know my partner Del bought me the twins from The Shining.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to stick them in there. I have light. I haven't done any of that. So that's tomorrow. And after the show tonight, I'll be filling up the Halloween baggies. I have this giant bag. So do you have a theme this year? Because I know you said this is the first year you're not going to be able to give out candy. So.
I know I'm excited about doing hosting a network party tomorrow for Spirit Switchboard, but I really feel conflicted because I love watching the little kids come up for Halloween. Like, I love their costumes and how excited they get, and normally I dress up and I'm out. It'll be fun for, like, my youngest son is 20 and he's like, can you help me get a Wolfman costume together? And I went, sure. And so I said, are you going out? And he's like, no, I'm handing out candy. And I went, oh my gosh. He's like picking up the reins, and he's going to dress up as, and he's a big boy. He's not a little boy. So
yes, we have big boys. Both my boys are big boys. And Jesse used to just fret about Halloween. I don't have to give out Halloween candy, right, Mom? I don't have to give out Halloween candy. But every year he was so sweet. He'd be out there and handing it out. And he's not here, obviously, this year. So I'm going to have to hand it out till Dell gets home. And Dell doesn't get home till about 5:45. So, and kids start coming to our house at like 4:00. So, yes. So it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. So, you know what I thought?
Yeah, I will try to find the photos, and I'll put them up for you. But I'll put them on social media. I don't know how to do it there. I don't even know if you can do it in the chat, but I'll put them up.
Okay.
On social media.
So do you want to hear about the bomb that shook the planet on October 30th, 1961?
There was a bomb?
The bomb that shook the planet, 1961. So I got to find my glasses in the dark here. Glasses, where did you, are they on my head? I feel like a dingbat checking my head for glasses. Well, we'll just make do because they're somewhere in the dark here. I'll find them after, I'm sure. Okay. So on October 30th, the Soviets detonated, in quotations, Tsar Bomba, B-O-M-B-A, over remote Novaya Zemlya An observed 50 megaton H-bomb, 2,500 times Hiroshima's yield, that mushroomed 40 miles high, broke windows 560 miles away. Can you imagine? 560 miles away and your windows just start breaking. You'd be going, what the heck? And it says, and circled the earth 3 times in shockwaves. Designed as a propaganda flex, it was so stupidly huge that the plane dropping it had to be stripped down to outrun the blast. Pilots reported that the sky turned milk white for miles, and seismic stations worldwide mistook it for an earthquake. Rare in its overkill, the humanity's closest brush with accidental Armageddon, dropped right before trick-or-treat season. So that's a little odd, and I wasn't born at that time, but I never heard of that before. Because the reputation that we have for this day, and I don't want to hear something awful, but I was not able to catch anything, nor were you, it sounds like, weird or paranormal or really awful things besides Detroit.
Yeah,
Right?
That's crazy. Wayne is saying use a lacrosse stick and make the kids run for their treats. I've made the kids, the older kids tell me a story, tell me a joke, sing me a song. I make them do something, but they play along really well, and I banter back with them, and then they get a lot of stuff. So
we used to hate this house. There was one house when the kids were little that gave out full size. I know in the US you guys call it candy bars. We call them chocolate bars. So everybody went there. But when I was a kid, there was this one house and they gave out toothbrushes, or they made you sing, like to give you candy. And it got around the neighborhood. Like everybody just walked this wide berth around that house and just kept going. You're fun. You're fun. So I could see why kids would play along.
Yeah, because I started off first, and then they would do it back, right? But
these people weren't fun, and to get a little tiny candy, like they'd hand out one candy, and they'd be making you sing for 5 or 10 minutes. Like the first time it happened, we were all looking at each other, going, "Is this lady for real?" And after that, nope, not going to that house. They make you sing, and they give out toothbrushes.
I think it's different when we have kids that are neurodivergent. We understand that we need to do things differently because one of my kids is celiac. So
people would give Justin a hard time. He didn't want to go for long. He'd just go for just around the crescent in our old house. And people would say, he's too big to go out for Halloween. Well, you know what? I don't have to tell his whole story here. Could you just you know what? Just go along with it. Like he's not causing any trouble.
And not just cognizantly or being aware that we don't really know where kids are with their sensitivities that are coming up. So, having like a fidget, I always give a fidget toy or Play-Doh and gluten-free things and the chocolate stuff and peanut, like all in one, so that just in case, because you don't know, right?
I'm 3D printing right now.
I know, it's so great.
Well, you've seen them. I showed you. I'm 3D printing ghosty keychains right now to tuck in their bags. So, but that's just it. And you know what? Somebody posted in our neighborhood group chat on Facebook. It's not a group chat. It's a Facebook group. And there's like a huge group. And that's a great thing. So hang on one sec, Wayne. They said, when big kids come to trick or treat, please indulge them. They're not out. They're out trying to have fun instead of getting into mischief.
For sure. And it's a great reminder for us, right? To decorate and have fun and to play. Wayne is sharing, my house was so decorated, it looked like an abandoned home. We had over 400 people lined up.
Wow.
That's wild.
One of my clients plans this all year. They're on the other side of the city and they run it all Halloween week. And if I was over on that side, but this week is a crazy week. It always is for us. That do this kind of stuff. And so there was a video, and it's so scary, but it looks like a haunted house. Like, and they have a new theme every year, and they do it all themselves. I just marvel at the work they do. So Wayne, I would love to have seen your house. You had 400 people lined up. That's incredible. Incredible. Mm-hmm.
Like hours. Like people would be there for hours.
Well, I would think so. At Christmas, I used to take the boys around to go look at all the big, because some people, like one house had a train, they had all kinds of stuff, right? And then there was a house, I think they're too old now, but it was about 10 minutes from my house. They would ask for clean, new, or barely used stuffed animals. And then the gentleman of the house, the whole house would be decorated outside. And every night, the month of December, he would be out there. And if you came to visit Santa, you would get a little stuffy and a candy cane. And I thought, what a sweet thing to do. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wayne says
people do.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Wayne added every year was different. We'd start in late August. That is just mind blowing. What were you going to say, Kerrilynn? Sorry.
Oh, just that those kind of places, I don't know, do they do this in Thunder Bay? I know they do in Guelph. There's a fellow who makes a list and a map of all the different places that decorate like Wayne did, where they have 400, so you can plan your route to go see all the decorations and see everything they
put it in the paper. Because they have a contest almost, so everybody knows where everybody's place is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We might as well go enjoy it. Like Wayne said, they'd start in late August. Like, you're committed. So it's nice when you get that many people when you've worked that hard, because that's a lot of work to start in late August.
Well, and nobody was, so on Mischief Night, nobody did anything bad.
I hope not.
No Shiza?
I hope not. Because how heartbreaking would that be? Because it's not cheap to do something like that either. So you would hope nobody would damage anything. So
I had somebody send me, it was not necessarily their own story, but it's a local story.
Oh, do you want to share it?
I can read it to you. We can go really quickly with it.
You don't have to go quickly. No. Take your time.
So Amanda Debock sent me a story. She said, because we looked for the stories from folks, but it was actually from the Norfolk Insider. So Norfolk County here in Southern Ontario. So it's John Troyer, the pioneer witch doctor of Norfolk.
Ooh. Okay.
So John Troyer was one of the first settlers in Norfolk. Like many of the first pioneers, he left the United States, troubled by the revolutionary activity to the south. Bringing a wife and 2 children, he set up a homestead near what is now known as the village of St. Williams. His farm is still known as Troyer's Flats to this day. He had early success as a businessman and farmer, eventually setting up a mill and a blacksmith shop and planting some of the first gardens and orchards in the area. As time went on and more settlers moved to the area, John Troyer gained a reputation for having a knack for the superstitious side of things. He was never formally trained as a doctor, but his potions, tinctures, and various plant-based recipes were renowned in the area for their healing abilities. People traveled from far and wide to cure their ailments and sicknesses. And if a homestead or family had a supernatural problem, Dr. Troyer was ready to go on a quest to help banish whatever evil ghouls or ghosts were harassing them. Oh, wow. It is said that Dr. Troyer was able to find water anywhere with his hazel boughs or divining rod, as well as precious metals and minerals. He and his son would go on journeys around the bay in search of pirate treasure, buried by a renowned Scottish fur trader and alcohol smuggler. John and his son Michael indeed found the iron chest one night, but before they could make away with their bounty of gold and furs, they were chased away by the apparition of a black dog, which kept growing larger and larger. its snarls chasing them back through the dark of midnight all the way to their boat. As years went by and his children moved away to start their own families, Dr. Troyer became further tormented by the witches that constantly harassed him. His solution was nailing iron horseshoes over every entrance to his home and fashioning himself as a witch trap. This was a contraption based on a great iron bear trap, which he modified to keep the witches out of his bedroom and which he set every night before he retired to sleep. He also slept with his 5-foot-long musket hung on the wall beside his bed. As troubling as the witches were, sometimes his neighbors would take delight in giving the old doctor a spook. One in particular, Jenny Elizabeth McMichael, a widow raising 10 children in a house just down from the witch doctor's homestead, took great delight in sneaking up to John's windows and cackling in delight at great disturbance she had caused him. When the doctor would leave for hunts, she would hide in her bushes and wait until he was close, pretending to enchant him and cast spells and misfortune on his hunt. Dr. Troyer's biggest accomplishment was fixing a haunting of a settlement called Baldoon near the present-day Wallaceburg. The settlers there were being harassed by apparitions, demons, and ghouls. Bullets and rocks zipped through their windows, objects levitated, strange fires destroyed property, and livestock sickened inexplicably. When the men of the homestead visited the Troyer farm, the doctor's solution was to fashion a silver bullet and shoot the wing of a strange goose that had been pestering the Baldoon homesteaders. Wow. Upon returning, the settlers took the witch doctor's advice, and the troubles that had been plaguing them soon disappeared. Dr. Troyer lived to the ripe age of 89, an impressive feat for the day. No doubt his potions and cures helped him reach his later chapter. His witch trap and musket can still be seen at the Eva Brooke Donnelly Museum if anyone is out for a spooky glimpse of Norfolk's past. Dr. Troyer is a worthy note in Norfolk history, not only for being a successful businessman and helping grow Norfolk into what it is today, but for also keeping the pesky witches at bay.
Whoa, that's quite the story. Imagine if you lived next door to that guy.
Right?
So I got apparently this is the ghost that got caught on October 30th in the UK. It's not scary, guys. I'll give you a heads up. It's not that long. Okay.
Sighting in Birmingham, UK, the 30th of October.
This is the scariest ghost I could find for Halloween. That's the scariest ghost apparently they had for Halloween that I could find. And I spent quite a few hours looking. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Carrie and I are going to dress up as sheet ghosts on Saturday night when I'm at Smith's.
Are you?
Yeah, but I've got some white pumpkins that we're going to hollow out and put on as well too. So we did a sheet ghost photo shoot a couple of years ago. And
is that on the T-shirt that you gave me?
Yeah.
The one that says, I know, it's so cute. Aww.
Yeah, so we're going to do a new one.
Are you? Oh, good for you.
Yeah,
I'm glad. Because are any of you guys going to any fun parties besides ours tomorrow night, but over the weekend? Because when Halloween especially is on a weekend, like the festivities seem to start from Wednesday straight through to the following weekend. So yeah. Or have you guys had any crazy weird stuff? We've only got a few minutes left, but we're hanging out chatting about the night before Halloween. And do you have your Halloween? You got your Halloween tree up, don't you?
Yeah.
I didn't even do my Halloween tree. I forgot to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't put. So yeah, it just has the witches' hats on it.
That is cool. So Kirby's 100 said, beware vampires and zombies. And Kathy says, I'm going to Kerrilynn's event in Smiths Falls. That's going to be so cool.
I'm quite excited, and it's actually a small group of people. So I am able to adjust how I wanted to present things. So I'm really excited. I'm so excited that you're coming, Kathy.
I don't go to anything in my city. I didn't realize how little I get out. And then when I get out once or twice a year and go around all over the place, I go, oh, when did that get built up? When did that get built up? Because I just don't go out. All my friends are online. And oh, Kathy says she's super excited for it.
Thank you. I'm excited too. And I just, I love doing it. And I've never investigated that theater before, so it'll be fun.
And that's
right along railroad tracks.
On railroad tracks?
It's an old railroad station.
Oh, the energy.
And the tracks are right in behind. And one of it's a round circular iron wheel that they've pulled inside. I don't know what it was from.
Is it a water wheel, maybe?
But I've got a picture of it, and they use it kind of in the doorway going from the lobby into where the washrooms and stuff are.
Wow. Yeah. Kathy says she's never been part of an investigation before. Kerrylynn's your girl if you want to go, boy. Yeah. You're going to be having an initiation.
I really like taking people on investigations. Like, I like teaching people about equipment and using their intuition and feeling okay about asking questions and not feeling silly and all that kind of stuff, right? And just seeing what happens. So
well, they always say the only dumb question you don't is the one you don't ask, right? So you couldn't be going with a better person for your first investigation, Kathy. It's going to be lots of fun. Is that Sunday night?
Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night. Why did I think it was Sunday night? I thought it was November 2nd, but it's November 1st.
It's it takes me just over 4.5 hours to get there.
Oh, that's a long ride. Yeah. But you got someone going with you?
Yeah, Carrie and her mom. So I'll stay with Carrie after.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, Naomi Gerhardt is here from Rhode Island. Well, welcome.
Thank you so much for being here.
Glad to have you here. We're just winding down, but the amazing Michelle DeRoche with the Second Night of the Outer Realm is coming up shortly with her co-host for the evening. What did he call himself? The what vampire? Something vampire earlier.
Wow.
I forget what it was, but he says he's
joining. He's the King of Halloween.
Sorry, King of Halloween, former vampire. Wayne Mallows is joining Michelle in the next few minutes on the Outer Realms, so be prepared. Kathy says it's close to 3 hours for me, so we are staying overnight, making a weekend of it. That's
fabulous. So, Kat Ward, if you follow along with other UPRN hosts she is the host of Paranormal Heart. She is also going to be there. So you'll have the opportunity to meet her in person too. She's also doing the investigation. And you may have seen Victoria on Spirit Switchboard. So she is Astrolight Paranormal. Her and her husband and daughter will also be there. And they're the only people that have ever investigated the theater before. So they are also participating. So they'll be able
I'm so envious of you in a good way, though, but it's going to be fun because I'm having Victoria on the Angel Rock. I believe it's in February.
Oh, perfect.
And Naomi, thank you for the compliments about the devil and the costumes. We were talking about it being Devil's Night, Mischief Night, Nain Rouge, we didn't really get into the tricksters too much yet, but holy cow, we could just do a show on tricksters, that's for sure.
Well, but I didn't. It was a lot of focus on the people creating havoc on.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But so downtown Guelph, I'm interested to see what will happen downtown Guelph tonight, because many years ago, I saw something similar to that Nain Rouge.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I saw this. I saw two of these goblin-y kind of creatures that were about 2 feet tall. One was super chubby.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, everybody was drinking. It was a Saturday night. There was music. Everybody was kind of like bar hopping all over the place downtown. And they were on top of one of the older buildings. And I saw. And then when we went into that building, the painting, it was weird. It was like right out of Harry Potter. Like the painting
was moving.
Pardon? The pictures were moving and the painting was moving.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know.
I've never been downtown for Devil's Night before in Guelph, and I've been here 26 years. So.
Oh, wow. I know Dell has some stories. One night he went to a Halloween party, and I believe it was the night before Halloween. And it was at a place that it was a hotel, but had a bar, bigger bar kind of thing people would go to. And there was a Halloween party, and he said everybody was drinking, whatever. This was when wasn't hanging out with him back then. But there was a guy dressed all in black, and he said he just had the worst energy, and he was standing at the bathroom door and saying, "I need you to sign before you can enter the bathroom." And then people would say, "Well, why?" And he said, "Because I want to take your soul." And he said people thought it was a big joke and signed. And Dell told him where to go and how to get there. And I'm going to use the bathroom. He goes, and he was probably in his 20s back then. But he said, I've often thought about that. Like, I wonder what happened. Like he said, he'd never seen the guy. And Thunder Bay is not that big. If you've lived here your whole life, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. It's not even 6 degrees of separation. He said he'd never seen this guy before, didn't know where he came from, but he said he had the worst energy and aura around him. And he usually tells me that story around this time of year, but I often think of that, how creepy. And then what you saw, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was super crazy. And it didn't really go. The investigation probably is not going to go live on social media. And to be honest, like, I just am so in the moment. I'm really bad about taking pictures or video and any of that kind of stuff. With the investigations, I kind of group people up, and after we've done our little spiel, and then I rotate them every so many minutes, 20 minutes or so. I rotate them throughout the building depending on how big the building is, and I bounce and run to each one in every space to make sure that they feel supported and are having a good time. And
you always have it very well organized so that everybody has a good time. And I know that about you. You run your feet off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how about we get ready to sign off? But before we do, shall I play our Halloween video that you made up one more time to remind people about our night again? Well, just let me get it set up. Oh, it is set up. I did have the button ready, and then I went and closed it in my silliness here, my cotton wool brain tonight. So we'll play this, and then we'll do our usual sign off, because Kerrilynn did such a great job of the videos and the banners and everything. So this is the time to play it. Remind you guys. So I hope I got the audio is not on. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute here. Come on, audio. I'm sorry, you guys, that my technology is playing up tonight, but we're going to play right from the beginning. So, you want to give them any more details about tomorrow night at all?
So I have some things planned. So some questions, like lightning round questions. I have a trick, truth, or possibly game that we can play. We're just gonna have fun.
It's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of fun.
And we're going to see who shows up, right? The invitation went out to a number of hosts. And so Paranormal Panel, we'll ask some questions and see where we go.
It's going to be lots of fun. So come hang out. We usually when we do parties over the years, I've done them and you got to take the turn because Halloween fell during your show time. And I'm so glad. I know it's going to be lots and lots of fun, you guys. We will see you again, almost like part 2, Halloween part 2. So stay tuned, you guys, for the second night of the Outer Realm with the amazing Michelle DeRoche, who is also our station manager. And we thank her for everything that she does for us. And her partner in crime this evening on Thursdays, as usual, is Wayne Mallows, the king of Halloween, as he's let us know. And we want to thank you for being here. On Monday night with the Angel Rock, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do have a guest planned, but something tells me they may not show up. We'll see. But either way, I will be there. So, and who knows, maybe I'll just pull in a last minute person, or sometimes I just hang out with you guys. And I love doing that because I don't get to do it very often.
Awesome.
Yes. So is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I think next week, I don't know what our show is because I didn't look it up. So that will be a surprise for everyone. And then next week, I think it will be a replay for Spirit Switchboard because my mom is going to be coming into town and it is her birthday next Saturday.
Oh, a happy early birthday.
We're going to have a big dinner. She's leaving Saturday morning, actually, and she lives 9 hours away or 8 hours away. So I think we're doing her birthday dinner on the Friday. So
nice.
Yeah.
I know November 5th, I saved it, is a super moon too. So who knows? We know we're going to have a fun subject.
Oh, is it the super moon next Thursday?
November 5th. So I'm going to check. I think November 5th was before. Yeah, November 5th is a Wednesday. So who knows? Maybe we'll be doing a moon show even. We'll see.
I think we should do a moon show.
I think we should too. So that might be what we're going to do. Something fun and spooky. And as the spookiness continues, as you heard us both say, we don't think that the veil just thins on Halloween. It continues. So we'll keep going with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to do this? I was not getting the cues. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you to the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to Joe Montaldo, our network owner, and Michelle DeRoche. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a good one. Stay tuned. More fun up ahead and way more fun even tomorrow.